Welcome to the Xenopium channel again. This is about our water system. We were thinking about a well at the beginning, but it just did not materialize. It was too expensive, inaccessible, and not sure about the quality, or there's there even water to be found. One other reason we decided against the well is if too many people. Everybody's drilling a well. Everybody's like irresponsibly like using water. The whole water level sinks. What will be disastrous to the plants, to the current vegetation. Those plants will no longer be able to have access to water. Water level drops, and that will be the beginning of another ecological disaster if too much water will be used that is actually not there or was never designed to be pumped up. So our friend told us about the rainwater. We are now collecting rainwater, and the amount of rain, probably just like within 3-4 big rainstorms, we can fill up a tank like this. This is a 3,000 liter tank, and I was thinking with the amount of water that is like I have seen what it comes together on a in a very short time, that it would be no problem to fill up the tank. So I built water catch system number one, built the big funnel above here on the tank, open up the top, build a big funnel, and I think it lasted. It catched water, it did very well, but it only lasted about a minute. Version number two, version number three, four, five, uh, was pretty frustrated of not being able to get huge amount of water into the tank. It was just just a few liters at a time. It did not even reach the outlet of the tank. So what meant we did not have water. We had to go down to the beach to take showers, and that's how we had access to water. Now version number 6.4 done and working. So it was much more complicated than I thought, and my knowledge of physics, I overestimated that, and like I will show you what actually at the end worked. Okay, here we have a water tank made by an Australian company. Uh, Up there is a vent filter so that no insects go in. Here we have the inlet of the tank and a pipe and a hose going up, and now I will show you where the water is coming from, where the rainwater is collected. So all this, what you see, had to be more or less like digged out. So everything looked like over here thick, heavy brush with vines and all kinds of obstacles in there. Had to clear all this up, and within just like one or two rains, it's like almost back. Okay, here's the hose that we get the water from. The only hose type available in Cambodia. And up here is like where most of the versioning happened. So this is the one that is working. Here have like a bucket. Also, the only two type of buckets that are available here in Cambodia are those like mysterious black buckets and white buckets. Want to get rid of them as soon as possible, but since it's the only thing available, it's either using this or having no shower. So here I added a connector to the bottom of the bucket, connecting to the hose. And then if you look in here, a removable filter, and this is how it looks like after almost each and every rain. I have to clean that filter. I'll clean the bucket too. And I'll show you that later on. Then here is another little filter that always needs to be cleaned out. And this is just for the bigger stuff. Leaves, usually ants and spiders. And then here we have the pipe going up. And this is the tarp. Put it all up here. Had to remove all the vegetation on the back. Don't even want to know how it looks underneath, so now probably all back. And so the water runs down here. Was able to find somebody had this old galvanized steel water channel and put that up, pulled that over here, and now all the water comes in here, flows down here into the bucket and down into the pipe. The nice thing is, on a day like that, if it starts to rain, the water is not only warm, the water is hot. And one more thing that really like took a long time to figure out. I will show you down here what really made the difference from having to go out each and every rain or knowing that it just works. I will show you. Okay, what made the big difference is here the garden hose that we have is like 22 millimeter, and when that hose went all the way in here, it never really worked. It like all time I had to like blow through the garden hose to get it going. Then I changed it here to 18 millimeters, so just the upper rise here is an 18 millimeter tube. And since I did this, it works flawless. I do not know if it was my imagination, or I think because like there's some air got trapped in here when it was the 22 millimeter diameter. As soon as I changed this to the 18 millimeter diameter, it was just able to pump the water right into the tank without having to lift up the bucket or blowing through the tube. So now it's working, and now the next step is like moving everything further up the hill, and that's gonna be probably another video of like moving everything up. Maybe even if we have time, we would like to dig a hole, put this into the ground, and be able to make it through the dry season, maybe on 1 or 2 or 3 tanks, and that would allow us to live here comfortably without the use of a groundwater well. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.